Judging time already?
Yes.
Good morning to the class of 2018. The faculty, the parents, the grandparents, and the fellow honorees, and the paid laughters I've scattered throughout the audience. It is an honor to join you this morning for this special occasion. It's also an honor to speak to you today from behind this gigantic tree stump, like some sort of female Lorax with an advanced degree. The world is a crazy, wild, mixed-up place, and to tackle it, we have to be prepared. Today, through the words of Mindy Kaling's 2018 commencement speech for Dartmouth, we will learn all about the preparation, flexibility, and confidence it takes to be ready to go out into the world. Before I get any further, I should probably actually clarify who I am for the parents and grandparents in the audience. You may remember me from my role on The Office as Kelly Cooper, who internet commenters said was, quote, shrill, and, quote, took up valuable time that could have gone to Steve Carell. It's a real moment of reflection for me to be standing here, speaking to all of you now, because it makes me harken back to my own time at Dartmouth graduation. Madeleine Albright was my commencement speaker, and while I don't remember any specific quotes or even a general gist of what she was talking about, I do remember thinking, I wonder what it will be like to have my own cell phone. How things have changed. For all I know, at this very moment, most of you are posting a speech on your Instagram stories with a gif of Winnie the Pooh. If you are, please at least use my official hashtag, MindyGoesBigGreen2018. Thank you. Still, I remember sitting where you are thinking. I was so full of questions like, when is this thing going to end? And how many friends can I invite to dinner and still have mom and dad pay? Now we're reaching the part of the speech where I'm supposed to tell you something like uplifting, like follow your dreams. In general, advice isn't really an effective way to change your life. If all it took to make your life great is hearing amazing advice, then everyone who watched TED Talks would be a millionaire. So don't trust any one story of how to become successful. As Madeleine Albright said in my commencement speech, see, I don't remember anything, and I did just fine. So here's some practical advice that you may or may not remember at the end of the speech. First, remove proficient at Word off your resume. That's ridiculous. You're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. This is how you become proficient at Word. Open Word on your computer. Second, you never need more than one pancake. Trust me on this. Cartoons have trained us to feel like we want to order a giant stack of those bad boys. But order one first and see how you feel later. 3, and this might be the most important thing, buy a toilet plunger. Trust me on this. Don't wait until you need a plunger to buy a plunger. Okay, let's get real. Let me rip off the Band-Aid. The next year of your life is going to be bad. You're graduating into a world where it seems like everything is falling apart. Trust in institutions are at a record low. The truth doesn't seem to matter anymore. And for all I know, the president just tweeted us into a war with Wakanda, a country that doesn't even exist. So class of 2018, you're entering a world that we have toppled, like a Jenga tower, and we're relying on you to rebuild it. But how can you do that with the knowledge of that things are so unstable out there? I'll tell you my secret. The one thing that has kept me going through the years. My superpower? Delusion. You have to have insane confidence in yourself, even if it's not real. You need to be your own cheerleader now, because there isn't a room full of people waiting with pom-poms to tell you, you did it! We've been waiting all this time for you to succeed. So I'm giving you permission to root for yourself. And while you're at it, root for those around you. It took me a long time to realize that success isn't a zero-sum game, which leads me to the next part of my remarks. I thought I might take a second to speak to the ladies in the audience. Guys, take a break. You don't have to pay attention during this part. Maybe spend the next 30 seconds thinking about all the extra money you'll make in your life for doing the same job as a woman. Pretty sweet. Hey girls, we need to do a better job of supporting each other. I know that I'm guilty of it too. We live in a world where it seems like there's only one room for one of us at the table. So when another woman shows up, we think, oh God, she's going to take that one woman spot. That was supposed to be mine. But that's just what certain people want us to do. Wouldn't it be better if we work together to dismantle a system that makes us feel like there's limited room for us? Because when women work together, we can accomplish anything. Now I want to share a little bit about me, the Dartmouth student, Mindy Kaling. When I came to Hanover in the fall of 1997, I was as many of you were, driven, bright, ambitious, and really into the Black Eyed Peas. I arrived here as a 17-year-old, took a lay of the land, and immediately began making a checklist of everything I wanted to accomplish. I told myself by the time I graduated in 2001, I would check all of them off. And guess what? I completed that checklist. But before you think, wait, why is this woman just bragging about her accomplishments from 17 years ago? Keep listening. Then I graduated. I made a new checklist for my 20s. Got married by 27, have kids at 30, win an Oscar, be the star of my own TV show, and host the MTV Music Awards. This was 2001, guys. It made more sense back then. And do it all while being a size 2. Spoiler alert, I've only done one of those things. And I'm not sure I'll really ever do the others. And that's a really scary feeling, knowing how far I've strayed from the person I was hoping to be when I was 21. So I just want to tell you guys, do not be scared if you don't do things right in order, the way you want it to be. Or if you don't do some things at all. I didn't have breakfast today, but hey, it turned out that way, and I wouldn't change a thing. So if I could impart any advice, it's this. If you have a checklist, good for you. Structured ambition can sometimes be motivating, but also feel free to let go. Yes, my accumulating advice is from a song in the Disney animated movie Frozen. I've covered a lot of ground today. Not all of it was serious, but I wanted to leave you with this. I was not someone who should have the life I have now, and yet I do. I was sitting in the chair you're literally sitting in right now, and I just whispered, why not me? And I kept whispering it for 17 years, and here I am, someone that this school deemed worthy enough to speak at your commencement. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do something, especially not yourself. Go conquer the world. Just remember this, why not you? You made it this far.